All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome, welcome today. I wanted to do this Zoom to do a preview of what the coaching certification looks like, and then give you all an opportunity to ask me questions at the end, because what ends up happening this is going to be my 7th class this year. I end up having all of these one-to-one calls with people, and I mean, which I love, trust me, because I love people. I love talking to them. But then it's like, oh, everyone keeps asking me the same exact questions. So I thought, hey, why not do a call where I can just answer everyone's questions and give you a preview, of what you're getting into. So before I start into like the nitty gritty of what the course actually is, I want to tell you a little bit more about myself and why I decided to become a certified coach. So I put up this, this image here. It's right on my website. My mission in life and professionally is really empowering leaders, to be the change that they want to see in the world. Through coaching programs, I offer these certifications. I also do some consulting, quite a bit of consulting for different organizations, especially those that are reaching the Hispanic market. Around business strategy and engagement and things like that. I also do transformational retreats for before COVID for some of my corporate clients, which I love doing. And I offered a yearly women's retreat, which was just like the funnest thing to do. But with, COVID happening, I am pausing that. I'm thinking for next year how to offer that virtually, but it's just not the same. Like once you've done these retreats in person. But anyway, and then I also offer a supportive community. So all of the coaches that have graduated from the program, we all get together every 2 weeks. We have a private Facebook group, and it's a very generous, supportive community where we're all focused on supporting each other, on taking steps towards our business, at our own pace. I would love for you to, hit 7 figures and $1 million, whatever your goal is, overnight, of course, but, everyone does work at their own pace. And so I honor that. How I decided to become a coach was that exactly, let's see, it's now 18 years ago, I had a near-death experience where I thought that I was in a car accident, and I thought I was going to be in front of the pearly gates, like I was going to be in front of God. And I literally surrendered my life to God. And after that happened, I was fine from the car accident. Nothing physically happened to me, but spiritually and internally, there was a huge shift in my life where I went from working in corporate America, specifically, I started my career in the mortgage industry, doing everything from being a mortgage processor, underwriter, closer. I was even a loan officer. Then I went on to become a financial counselor. After this accident, there was just something in me. My soul just started to awaken, and I started to meet all these amazing people and read all these amazing books that just found me. And one of those amazing people was a coach. And up until that point, I didn't realize that there was even a name for this kind of person doing this work. But I started working with a gentleman, and he told when he described what he did, he said that he helped individuals to validate their natural gifts in the world, and that their natural gifts would make a way for them in life, and that they were key to the puzzle and the unfolding of our purpose collectively. So when he said that to me, I started working with him and started to awaken different gifts in myself, like painting. I then started to interpret. I mean, I already knew Spanish. I had been interpreting for my parents since I arrived to the United States from the Dominican Republic, but I never really thought that that could make me money, or that could be something of a living. So working with him, I just started to be able to do all of these different things that I never thought were possible for me, or that I thought that I would do when I graduated from life, in retirement. And so once I mean, 3 months in, I had like my first art show. People wanted to buy my paintings. Mind you, I've never been to art school. Wanted to buy my paintings for hundreds of dollars. He just opened another universe for me. And I wanted to do that for other people. And that's how I came to become a coach. And I became certified now 11 years ago, through this exact same program that I am about to speak to you about right now. And the program, I mean, of course, it has been revamped, and you are going to get, 11 years of my experience as a coach. And most recently, I had the honor of teaching a similar like coaching course at Harvard Business School. I was both an instructor there and a leadership coach for 30 students, 30 business leaders. And the course is called Interpersonal Dynamics. And I think it's really another way of saying coaching, quite honestly. So you're gonna get everything that I got, from the certification that I took 11 years ago, plus all of my experience, in business, coming to coach so many individuals. I grew my business from exactly what I was doing. From interpreting, I started working with many attorneys, especially female attorneys of color that were building their own practice. And some of them have gone from 1 employee to 18 employees. Most recently, one of my clients received a 40 under 40 award here in Boston. So I'm so proud of her. But there's, oh my God, just so much, so many people have gotten so much from this work. And what I want to say is that coaching works. So I know all of you come here with a big heart, and there's already something within you that is calling you to this. So what I wanted to do is get into the nitty gritty and really tell you exactly what it looks like to become a certified coach with me. What are the benefits of that? And so to start, I wanted to share, I recently created in partnership with the institute where I graduated from, which is the Wainwright Institute, that is fully accredited. My own coaching certification in partnership with them, my own coaching certification institute. And our mission is to transform the world one coach at a time through the power of coaching. I believe more than ever that in this time, coaches are the key to undoing, to reversing so much of the negativity that is in the world right now, in politics, in business, in education, in the business world. Is what we do as coaches, drawing out the best in people. It is what we need right now. We need people to awaken the positive things that people already have within them. So in my institute right now, in just this year alone, I have graduated 30 amazing, wonderful, I like to call them angels, coaches. Everything from career coaches to licensed clinical social workers, therapists, psychologists, that come, from some of the best trained places, Harvard University, academics that are currently teaching in universities, financial coaches, health coaches, coaches that focus have a background in doing postpartum work, helping women after they have their babies. So people from all different walks of life. I even have this woman that has her own women's wellness studio, and she is just an amazing business coach focusing on women, spiritual coaches, transformational coaches. So whatever type of coach it is that you want to be, this certification really lays down that fundamental groundwork for you to really hit the, the road, doing your specific, your thing, your expertise. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. So I want to, and then you see some of my students right here in this picture. Leona, she's a certified coach, a certified career coach. And Shantae here, the darker African-American woman, she is a confidence coach focusing on helping women rebuild their confidence through their wardrobe. And she works with a lot of women in corporate America, managers, directors, and just helping them to present themselves better with what they wear and how they look, right? You would never think like, oh my God, there's this kind of coaching. So, whatever it is your thing, your specific niche, your specific flavor that you want to bring to this, know that there is a space for you for that. I'm even working with, we have a graduate who is a nurse manager, and she is a trauma coach. So there's so many different types. So I just wanted to put these dates on here because specifically, when I sent out this notification, it was about my course that's coming up October 12th, and I know some of you are already signed up. October 12th, 13th, 15th, and 16th. So that's just 1 week. In 1 week, you will be a certified coach. And that is followed by more support, which I'm going to talk to you about a little bit later. But once I sent out the notification for the course, people started to ask me, hey, would you offer this in the afternoon, in the evenings, for those of us that work a 9 to 5? So I've opened up more dates. I have November 9th through the 14th. We're 6 to 8 p.m. during the week. And then on the Saturday, the 14th, it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So same thing. Also in December, same thing. And so, if the October day doesn't work for you, then you can always choose November 9th or December. And in December, I'm offering the course both in English and in Spanish for the first time, which I'm really excited about. So if you know of anyone that only speaks Spanish or who'd rather do this in Spanish, I will be so happy to have them because this is just taking my joy to the next level. So I just wanted to put those dates on there for you. So the next thing we're going to cover is what is really the objective of this course, right? What is it that we really want to get at with this course? And it's really to really give you, right, to supply you with the most professional tools, methodologies, and techniques and a system that is going to allow you to provide the most effective and successful coaching experience to every client you serve. The most important part about this is that you will start by applying this knowledge to yourself. During the course, you're going to be paired with a peer coach where you are going to be coaching each other. So I stress this so much because in order for you to be the best coach that you can be, you have got to do the work on yourself first. Right? If you're going to be telling people, go after your goals, have a vision for your life. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have it all together, but you have to be on that road, right? In order to be in integrity, really with like what you have to be walking your talk. And so that is going to be the first thing, that since you're going to be paired with someone, that person is going to be asking you about your goals, about what it is that you want to achieve, what is the vision for your life, and to be doing those exercises that you are also going to then be transferring over to the people that you help. So that is number one. And so when I talk about methodologies, techniques, and a system, right? Like I'm going to give you a very clear system to follow so that you can coach each and every client, from a CEO, that is in the top 1%, to a single mother on welfare. I have coached them all. I have coached people in every gamut. And when I tell you that this stuff works, it works. It works because if you do it from the heart, you have a clear methodology, and you're working with a person that is really ready to change. And usually when people come to this work, it's because they have tried so many other things already, and they're just ready. They're ready to invest in themselves and say, man, I want to do things differently. So I'm really, really proud of this course and everything that you're going to learn from it. Additionally, you are going to be creating sustainable results, right? And so what is sustainable results? It's really about creating not a dependency, but being transparent in the process so that your client can take that information for themselves and be able to apply it to themselves each and every day for the rest of their lives. You know, coaching for me was something that transformed my life, and I still have a coach because, you know, new levels, they say new levels, new devils, right? And if you really want to continue growing, of course, you can do it on your own, but it's always so much better to do it with the support of someone. So certified professional coaches, like, we have this privilege, right? It's not just a privilege, but a responsibility, right? To empower, encourage, and motivate our clients to identify their goals, what their objectives are, really help them develop plans, like what exactly is the nitty gritty, right? Like the everyday single steps that you need to take in order to continue on that path toward your own self-improvement, you know, having balance and achievement. And we're not just talking about outer achievement, right? We're also talking about inner achievement, that fulfillment, the peace, you know, the alignment, the integrity, the health that we want to feel. So when you learn to coach, you are going to be coaching individuals on 6 different dimensions, on both their health and wellness, on their financial health, on their relationships, their careers. And you're also going to help them think about, you know, their physical environment, where they are, because environment has so much to do with how we feel. So you're going to be helping them take a look at their entire life and help them scale that, and see how are they feeling in each of these areas. In a little bit, I want to play a little video for you that really summarizes so much of the philosophy of this course. And this course, to make it simple, is not about teaching people, it's not just about creating goals and achieving them and check, check, check. It's about creating sustainable results by helping the client really reprogram their unconscious mind with their conscious desires. Because 95% of what we do day in and day out is driven by our unconscious mind. So in this course, what you're going to learn how to do is to draw out from your clients their conscious desires, what it is that they want, and you're going to help them reprogram their unconscious mind with those desires so that the actions and their behaviors that they take every day are natural and easy, and move them in the direction of where they want to go. Not by sheer will, but by biological, unconscious movement, which is what drives us. So I'm going to play that video for y'all in a second, but let me just continue on with this. So let me tell you more of what you are going to be able to do by the time that you finish the course, and then I will play the video after. So what you're going to be able to do when you finish the course is you're going to be able to recognize common neuro-linguistic meta models and meta programming patterns. Right? That sounds kind of like, what is that? And Socratic questioning to enhance communication in the coaching process. So what that is, you're going to get a crash course on neuro-linguistic programming and meta models. And I'll tell you what that is. So neuro-linguistic it's exactly how it sounds, is reprogramming the neurons in your brain through the power of language and through the power of thinking, right? Because what we think, right, and what we believe affects what we do, how we speak. So as we learn how to identify these meta models, right, which are these sets of beliefs that each of our client has, through their language, through their gestures, we can help them reprogram that through questioning, right? We are not therapists, we are not counselors, and we are not consultants. We are coaches. And what coaches do is that we draw out, right? And we help our clients change their thinking and their brain and their behavior through questioning. So much of this course is based on the theory of Socrates, who said that everyone has the answers inside of them. It is about asking them the right questions. So part of the work that we are going to do is learn the humble art of inquiry. The humble art of inquiry, and there is even a book about this that you can all find, called Humble Inquiry, the art of asking and not telling, right? We are not going to tell people what to do. We are going to ask them, what is it that you want? Why do you want it? Why is it important to you? And people are going to go into story, right? That you're going to be able to recognize in the style of communication that the individual uses, what are all the things that are keeping them from achieving the things that they want? You're going to be able to recognize that. And as you recognize that and you start to see, what is this person's unique learning style? How does this person process information? You will be able to establish rapport, establish trust with the client, so that you can then help them change, right? Because without trust, we have nothing. So you're going to get a crash course in neurolinguistic programming, which is so much at the basis of this course. You're going to be able to recognize and understand the underlying belief system that affects the decision-making process of individuals. So what does this mean? Like, the first thing that people used to come to me for when I started coaching was money problems, right? And so I would say, okay, sure, I will help you figure out your money issues. Well, what is under that? And there is always something under that. You know, oh, I want to get this job. Why haven't you gotten the job? You know, there is always an underlying belief system, right, in the unconscious mind that the person is not able to verbalize sometimes, or maybe if they're evolved enough, they will be able to identify it, but by themselves, they may not be able to do anything about it. But with your support, right, you'll be able to recognize it, understand it, really bring it to light, and be able to help the person transform that. And again, right, developing this rapport that's required, the trust that's required to challenge those limiting beliefs and really empower your clients to expand their paradigms, like to really expand how they see the world, right? To help them see beyond their blind spots, to help them see beyond their biases, to help them see that, wow, there is so much more to the world than what I have been seeing up to this point. Is really, really exciting. And again, you're going to start practicing this on yourself, which is going to be even more fun. You're going to be able to communicate with and assist your clients to clearly articulate their goals and their objectives as you encourage them to define a work-life balance. Because this is not about telling your client, look, you have to stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning. You have to work 18 hours. You will have to work harder than everybody else. This is not the way. Okay, we're talking about helping our clients be fluid, right? Stand in their power, and really work in a pace that is sustainable, right? That is going to work for them for the long run. You're going to understand and use attentive listening skills. You're going to be able to deliver a powerful personalized vision statement for each client. And this is also part of the work that you turn in to be able to graduate, delivering, creating delivering a powerful vision statement, which is one of the keys that's going to help your clients reprogram their mind. You're going to demonstrate mastery of the Wainwright Global Institute, which is the institute that I graduated from, and I licensed their curriculum for this course, of their coaching system, their tools, while you're building long-term rewarding relationships with each of your clients. You're going to learn the fundamentals of starting and launching your coaching practice. And this is really exciting because then this takes us to the next phase of, after you finish your coursework, you will have the opportunity to be part of a group of coaches that gets together every 2 weeks to really work on growing our practice, integrating the learning, and really taking this work, just from what you have learned to application. So I want to stop here for a second. And what I want to do is share with y'all that video that I promised you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I'm going to show you this very quick 5-minute video. And what I would love for you to do is, when you have a moment, you're going to go ahead and after I have you watch it, you're going to watch it on your own. And you'll learn more about this gentleman, Dr. Bruce Lipton, who is an authority in this work of reprogramming our minds.
So let's talk about
give me a moment. Let's see.
Versus new way.
Skip that ad and let me share my screen. Oh, open that up. Okay, can everyone see this black screen? Just give me a thumbs up. Yes, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna play.
95% of our life is coming from the programs of life, how to live life that we get in the first 7 years of life. That's why poor people stay poor and rich people stay rich. The movie The Matrix is not science fiction. It's a documentary. Every human, this is a fact, every human first 7 years is download a hypnosis. The brain of a child under 7 is in a lower vibrational frequency. When you put wires on a person's head, you read electroencephalograph, reading brain activity. A child below 7 has a lower vibration than consciousness. It's called theta. Theta is imagination. Oh, that's how kids play a tea party with mud pies, but to them it's a real thing. A kid rides a broom, it's a horse. So nature makes the first 7 years. What kind of programs are required to live on this planet? I say, how do you get them? Theta is hypnosis. You just watch. You watch your parents, you watch your siblings, and your community, because you have to learn how many 100,000 rules. Think about it. Just to be a functional member of a family and a functional member of a community, there are rules. I got to teach an infant these rules. It's like, you don't have to. First 7 years, they observe it and just download it. Look, this is not new. I mean, there's the famous book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And basically said you come from a poor family and you could struggle your whole life and try to get rich, but you're not going to make it. And if you come from a rich family, you could be stupid your whole life and make it. Not because it was thinking, but it was unconscious behavior that was downloaded from rich families into kids, which is unconscious. So they're making the right moves unconsciously. If they engage their conscious mind, then they look stupid, but it's unconscious. And that's the same thing with poor people. Poor people have beliefs from the family. Oh, you can't make it, life's a struggle, things are hard, who do you think you are? And if that's the program you get, then 95% of the day you will sabotage yourself. And that's why poor people stay poor and rich people stay rich, because the programming. 95% of our life, is a fact, comes from those programs in the subconscious every day. Only about 5% of their life are you using conscious, which is creative. 5%.
So your life is being lived, even though you think you're living your life.
Exactly, and you don't see it because it's called subconscious, below conscious. And the Jesuits, for 400 years, they were boasting. People didn't understand. They say, give me a child until it's 7 and I will show you the man. They've been saying that for 400 years because they knew 7 years was the program period. And 95% of your life after that will be whatever that program is. So you don't have to try and think about what happened. I just say, look at your life. The things you like that come into your life come in because you have a program that supports them. But anything you struggle with, work hard at, put a lot of effort into making it happen. You've been looking for. The conscious repeating it to make it work.
I love showing this video because how many of us, right, have been programmed to believe a certain set of beliefs. You know, especially I feel like this is where, for me, so much of like a social equity lens comes in, where, you know, those individuals who have not had, right, like the perfect upbringing, and that's most of us, you know, whatever that looks like, you know, socioeconomic, whatever, you know, we've been programmed, you know, to believe that life is a certain way, right? And this is such a great opportunity to help people like change that and create their lives really based on what they want. And it's such a huge opportunity. Yeah, maybe I want to stop here actually before I get into like exactly all the nitty gritty of the course, and see, does anyone have any insights or anything that they want to share from watching that video, anything that stood out for you? Anybody? No? Okay. All right, well, I will keep on. Okay. So the course is broken up into 4 sections. So section 1, we're going to cover the code of ethics, the history of coaching, why coaching in today's world, what makes a great coach, what is coaching really all about, you know, what are your roles and your responsibilities as a coach, because they're almost a little bit like a mind doctor. The theory of mind, you know, we're going to get into the comfort zone. What does it mean to be in and out of your comfort zone? We're going to learn, you know, what is the conscious mind versus the subconscious mind, what's real versus imagined. You know, you're going to get that crash course in neuro-linguistic programming, learning modalities, and really understanding your client's personal prose, which are like, what is that language that your clients use to describe their peak experiences? Mommy? One moment, please. Mommy? I have my little one here. One second. Mommy. Okay, I'm one of those parents working from home with their kid. Let me go back to share my screen. And then in section 2, like once we cover all of that, we're gonna get into exactly, you know, how it is that you coach in your first coaching session. From there, you're gonna take everything you learned from that first coaching session to writing a vision statement. And learning how to write a vision statement and what that looks like and what are the different components of that. And you'll have homework to do. So you'll be paired with another coach so that, you know, you are practicing your skills and that person is also coaching you. In section 3, you're going to be getting into your second coaching session where you're going to deliver your vision statement. I'm going to give you all of the instructions on what to do on your third and your ongoing coaching sessions, how to create a 30-day goal, 30-day goals, plans, and actions. And for all of these things, we have forms and sheets that you can fill right in. And you're gonna learn a few other coaching tools. Two really powerful ones are your state of personal power and the power self-discovery form. And then in section 4 of your course, it's a lot we cover a lot within those first 3 sections. But then by section 4, we are reviewing the system. You know, assuming you will already have done all of your homework. We're going to review all of the tools, and you're going to have an assessment test. So the test is online. It's 10 questions. It's not multiple choice. It's people ask me, is it open book? Is it timed? I like to, it is open book because you have all of the information with you. With the course, you're going to receive a manual, you're going to receive all of the handouts, you're going to receive copy of contracts that you're going to be able to use with your clients. So it's 10 questions, and I usually like to give people about 75 minutes to finish it, but you can take longer if you need to. I understand, people get a little bit nervous around, some people get a little bit nervous around test taking. So I try to give you that time within our course time so that you can finish it and you're not leaving it for later, and like once life takes over, you're doing something else. So I like to contain everything within the time that we're meeting. And then finally, what we do after you take your test, we get into the business of coaching, how to really build your professional coaching practice and what the business of coaching is. So that includes, creating your premium packages, getting into, your 1-year marketing plan, thinking about, your circle of influence, right? Who are those people that can really help you kickstart your business and really get the word out about your new service that you're offering? We create we learn about marketing and promotion right away, and start to create a statement of intent, of what it is that you intend to do within the next 30, 60, 90 days to really kick off and start practicing and implementing what you have learned. Additionally, so let me skip to this. So once you finish, your 1 week of coursework, then you have 3 additional months of group coaching support. So both with your cohort that you graduate with, and then sometimes we have coaches from other cohorts joining in. And that is all about you coming and really checking in on how are you implementing this information? How are you building your business? And every single time I share something new business-wise. So, we can be about the fundamentals of marketing, redefining your goals, really looking at your business plan, your circle of influence, social media. Like we can, I give you space to share what's going on for you, share your wins, share your challenges, but then also I get into teaching a little bit, and then giving you homework for the next time. You can also join the private Facebook group. You can have a coaching session with me during the course. And then additionally, you can be listed on the Clarifying Coaching Institute on my website. I will list you and give you referral opportunities. Excuse me, ladies. And so lastly, so once you graduate, you can be listed on the Institute, on on the website, and then I will send you referral opportunities for work as they come along. The last two things I wanted to share that people ask me about is about accreditation, right? So this program is fully accredited by a third party credentialing organization called the Strategic Learning Alliance. You can get optional graduate business course credits in cooperation with SLA and their affiliates. So if you're in school and you're looking to get college credits for this, for an additional fee that we can talk about separately, you can obtain that. And then you get lifetime use of the coaching system. So it's not like you have to every year you have to pay an additional fee or anything like that. This is you'll get a certificate that looks like this. It will be signed by the founder, Barbara Wainwright, and myself. You'll get both a digital one and you will get a physical one sent to your home address. And you will be listed as a coach in the SLA website as a fully accredited coach. The other question that people ask me a lot is about the difference between ICF and SLA. So ICF, the International Coaches Federation, is a self-established, self-regulated organization. They are very popular, and they set their own standards and rules for coaching, right? They set it for themselves. There's no overseer of their rules. Strategic Learning Alliance is established more of an evidence-based method to identify the needs of the entire industry based on the clients and the student perspective. They are tested against the Department of Education, the Society of Human Resource Management. So coaching certification is one of many other trainings that they offer. And the standards that they have to abide by, they have established these standards for a decade before they have this independent authority to be able to provide accreditation. The curriculum that you will learn has also been accredited by the Advanced Collegiate Schools of Business International through the Seattle Pacific University, which is the reason why you can apply to receive college credits as well for this course. So with that, the last thing I wanted to say is that this course is a way really for you to establish, like I said, a foundation, right, for your own coaching practice, which from there, right, it can grow into your specific and unique expression, right, of what coaching is. So in addition to teaching this coaching certification, the private coaching that I do is focused around leadership development and business coaching. And I have developed my own system, right, which I wanted to share with you so that you can be inspired based on like whatever it is you want to coach on. You can create from what we're going to teach you, right? You can create your own model and grow your own practice, your unique practice and methodologies from there. So this is, when I do coaching, when I do private coaching, when I do group coaching, and I'm hired by organizations, banks, all kinds of companies to come and deliver, this coaching experience, I deliver based on this specific model that I have created. But you will learn like all of the fundamentals of these things that I have incorporated into this model. But I just wanted to share that with you so that you know that whatever it is or however it is that you want to coach, this will give you the fundamentals, and then you can build from there. So with that, I'm going to stop to share my screen, and then I'm going to open it up for questions. So feel free to unmute yourself if you have a question, or if you're ready to register. Laura, would you place the website on the chat box for me, please? For anyone that wants to go in there and just take a look a little deeper. There's a video, there's testimonials right on there of all the different coaches that we have certified this year. And like I said, everything ranging from career coaches, social workers, psychologists, academics. So how much does this cost? So the cost of the entire program with the 3 months of support, the test, everything included is $1,500. And you have the opportunity, thank you, Laura. Christy, you have the opportunity to either pay for that up front, or you can, there is a 3-month installment that you can apply for as well. Any other questions? Thoughts, insights? Are you excited? Rita is shaking her head. She's saying yes, she's excited.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yes, Rita, I'm excited. How did you hear about this, about the course, Rita?
Suzanne Schultz. It's
love
everything she said it was going to be and more.
We love her. So I'm a big fan of Susan.
Me too.
So I am so excited that she is going to be joining us. Thank you, Suzanne, for referring Rita. Thank you so much. Yes, she is someone that I respect so much. And so many of the other coaches that we have graduated, you will see, are just really amazing individuals and professionals doing amazing, amazing work in their field. I mean, every day, I mean, I could cry, you know, with like just the level of amazingness that people are doing, professors, and just really taking their own life, you know, and the life of those that they touch to the next level with this work. Yeah. Awesome. Yvette, can I ask you, what motivated you to join us?
Hi, everyone. So sure, I actually for a long time have been working with underserved communities, and I have been coaching them different ways, career coaching as well as motivational coaching, etc. And I found myself somewhere in my life that I'm like, okay, what do I really want to do moving forward? What am I really good at? I think I'm really good at motivating others and bringing the best in them. Many times people tell me, hey, you have a way of making me look at things in a different perspective, a more positive way. So I thought, how can I utilize this to serve more people? And then I came across you, and I thought, great. And you know, she's Dominican too, so let me go ahead and support as well. So here we are.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I bet you made such a big difference in all those people's lives. And so one of the really beautiful things that this coaching certification does for people is really like for you as an individual, right, is give you that sense of confidence to say, you know, intuitively, we already know, right, how to support people. And like, I mean, the desire is there, right? But to do it in a way that, you know, with a method and a system is very empowering. And then, you know, then this profession, you know, can only help you grow in so many other ways, you know, and then to be a speaker, to consult, you know, to be able to write your own book if that's what you desire to do. You know, which so many of us want to do, is just really about touching people's lives in different ways. And so, yeah, once you kind of have this baseline education, then it can open up so many other doors to do that. And I'm so excited that you're joining us, Yvette. How can we best prepare for the course? Yes, so I am going to send you an email with, so there is a book that I recommend that you read throughout the course. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics. And so I'm going to send you a link, since, you know, you are already registered, to where you can purchase the book, or you can listen to it on YouTube for free. And I have a whole list of books that you can read to prepare.
You see the lights?
Yes, give me one moment. Well, yeah, so I'll send you a list of books for you to read and listen to. Yeah, I know that this is continuing education. So it's like once you learn this, you're going to be wanting to learn about so many more things. It's just really going to open your mind. But yeah, I'm so excited to have you all join me. You have the registration link there. If you have any other questions, you can feel free to email me. Thank you again for joining, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to resend this recording for those people who couldn't join us, and also for your listening pleasure. All right, everyone. Have a blessed rest of your day. Bye-bye. Gracias, Laura. Adios. Bye, everyone.